Alright, Rich. I'm just round. Where are you?
Oh yeah. The thing is, mate, my apartment's so big now. I could have 10 people in. I don't know. There's quite often parties going in my place, but
it is ridiculous.
yeah, I'm just chilling out in my bedroom, mate. I'm just a bit worn out, but I kind of like wearing the that outfit you got me for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just lying in the bed wearing that, really, mate. So.
All right. Well, funny you should say that because I'm wearing the outfit that you got me for Christmas.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's a coincidence, isn't it? Yeah. No, it took me ages choosing that outfit for you. Do you like it? It's quite street cash, isn't it? And
it's
obviously, I thought you might look a bit different without your hat on. So yeah. So
it's my favourite, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a good outfit. Oh yeah. Very similar to my outfit, isn't it?
Similar, but not the same.
No.
Well, hang on a sec, mate.
It's quite similar.
Well,
Well, I think there's a slight difference.
Come over to the mirror, because I'm not sure. I think it's the same.
I think it's a slight difference. I think I've got like a few more creases in my...
Hang on.
Yeah, they've got similarities, I'll give you that.
Do you think we'll get away with it?
It can be a bit embarrassing if you're seen in public in the same outfit, but I think we'll be fine. It's kind of like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's see what happens.
Just gotta pull some birds.
Yeah. Yeah, so here we are, Reid, with our
new outfits.
Our matching outfits. Well, they're not matching, they're just very similarly styled outfits.
I mean, I think we're going to be the dog's bollocks in here tonight, mate.
Oh, man. This is, to be honest with you, this is why I've stood over here for a bit, because I just know that the second we walk on that dance floor in these outfits, we're going to have everyone all over us.
Yeah.
So... Have you been practicing some new dance moves? Yeah, I'll follow you onto the dance floor, and I think we'll start off with some easy moves and then just jump into the full
do it like it. It's when you walk on the dance floor, it just starts to do some kind of like little funny walk. Good that. Right. I mean, I'm looking for my prey.
This blonde one on her own, I'll do.
Is she blonde to you? Got red in it.
Yeah, she's blonde to me. No, in front of me.
Yeah, to me she's got red hair. But
that's weird.
I'll tell you something though. Oh look, I've got. I wonder who she'd go for. I think I've got a bit of a fetish for.
I think it's blonde. I'm sure she's blonde.
Do you know what? And I've never ever went out with you.
I mean, like brunette.
I know you do. She's downfall, to be honest, mate.
Yeah, because I tell you why it's a downfall. Because most blondes like me, for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
I think I've peaked too soon. Look at my dance move. I've got
hang on. I'm doing that cinematic thing around the DJ. Oh man, that DJ's got all the power. Where are you? Where are you doing? It's like the Bronski beat or something.
Yeah, because I've had this situation before where you're dancing with a girl on the dance floor and you've got a rapport with them, and you kind of like, you don't need to speak, you've just got that unofficial, you've started dancing close to each other, and you have a moment, don't you? It's like it's almost like you're having a relationship all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then you think she's gonna smile, say, "Do you want a drink or something?" And then they just walk off. And then you have to do some sort of weird because if they walk off, you can't just walk off as well in the opposite direction.
And you'd have to stay on the dance floor for a bit. Yeah,
And you can't just stay on the dance floor. You have to do like a weird. Well, what I normally do is a different style of dance just for a few moments, and then look at my watch and walk off.
Look at your watch.
I mean, obviously, in the days now where you have mobile phones, what you could do is just look at your phone and tilt your head back as if you've just had an important message, and then walk off.
Yeah. Of course, like, you know, during my day, you know, I'd get a page, you know, like a page on my pager. I nearly bought a pager once, you know.
I had a pager in my old job.
For your work, though, didn't you? But I was just going to get one just for the sheer sake of it, because I thought they were cool.
But then you'd be getting you stood there and that looking important in like a bar or something, and then your pager goes off and the girl's like, "Oh, what, you a doctor or something?" And you're like, No, but yeah, you're right, I do have a pager. Oh, is that because like people need to get hold of you? Yeah, that's it. And then it goes off, beep beep, beep beep. And you look at it and she's like, "Oh, who's that? Your work or something?" It's just my mum asking what time I'm back for tea.
I thought you were a doctor.
I am a doctor. Well, I was a doctor.
I thought, was it not your Marks and Spencer's card?
Marks. That's the only time I use the title doctor is on my Marks and Spencer's card.
But when you're in Marks and Spencer's, do you make whoever's like goes in there with you?
When I hand my Sparks card in, it must flash up on the screen, Dr. Taberner, and because a couple of times I've seen like the girl like look at me thinking, "You don't look like a doctor." One day, an old person's going to collapse, and the cashier that's just served me goes, "Oh, there's a doctor. I've just served a doctor. Dr. Taberner." And then I'm like, run over, yeah. And she's like, "Oh, there's a person collapsed there." And then I have to say, "I'm not a doctor of medicine." What are you a doctor of? Butterflies? Or like philosophy?
Yeah. Well, it's funny you should say that because
I'd say I'm a doctor of philosophy, and I wouldn't worry about it because we're all just living in a simulation anyway. So.
Well, I don't know, probably Alex, my daughter.
My niece.
She was saying to me that one of her teachers has the title doctor, and if they ever call him Mister, he makes them call him Doctor.
No, what an idiot!
And I said, that's like Ross Geller, like Dr.
I know,
Ross Geller.
Yeah, because one of our teachers when I was at school was a doctor. He was a history teacher, and I'm pretty sure that probably one of the science teachers had a PhD, but we never called them doctor.
Yeah.
I know not all science teachers have got PhDs, but I mean, if you've got a PhD and you got your doctorate, I think if it was in my job, say if I was like a research scientist and I worked somewhere and you had a PhD, I'd expect people to refer to me as doctor, but I wouldn't expect them to call me doctor, you know. But if they were saying, "Oh, ask Dr. Taberner whether he wants to," you know, and if I was a teacher, I would hate people to call me sir. I'd want them to call me Tabby or Rich or something.
Yeah. It'd be weird. Professor? What's that?
That means you're teaching, but at university, I think.
So they could just call it. Would they
you're
call
doing
professor?
kind of like research. And that, yeah. So, be professor. I think that's what it is. I think you're teaching at university, but teaching PhD students. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but it's something to do with that. Maybe you're still doing research in your field, but most professors that you see seem to be teaching at university.
Yeah. So. Well, I think that's what.
But they can still have a job as well, because like there was a doctor on TV that used to be Doctor something, and then all of a sudden he became Professor something, but he was still working as a GP. So you think, well, he must be teaching at university at the same time as being a doctor. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't. I think Doyley, he's got like professor in his title.
Yeah.
Because he does some kind of teaching.
Yeah, that sounds right then. Yeah.
So,
I can't believe two of our mates, one's become a professor, Professor Doyle, and the other one's become a coach.
I knew
Coach
you were going to say that, Coach Brady.
Why haven't me and you got titles?
He probably watches this as well because I think he does watch home videos.
Yeah, but I just think it's amazing that like two mates, one's got the title Coach Brady, and one's got the title Professor Doyle.
Well, you've got what do you call it? Sensei Tabana. Tabana. What is that called? Tabana.
Sensei Tabana.
Sensei Tabana from your.
And you've got Photographer Reid.
Yeah, there is no title that goes with the photographer apart from that. That guy, Mr. Photographer Man. That's what I get at like a wedding. Mr. Photographer Man. Mr. Photographer Man.
I think I used to get Mr. Magician.
Mr. Magician, yeah. Mr. Flipping Magician.
Magic Man. I know people, after I used to show magic, and remember when we used to be in a nightclub and then people would just come up and grab my arm and take me off to a table and I'd have to perform like a monkey.
Yeah, well,
just
brilliant.
for the table.
We made you do stuff whenever we were at go to Amsterdam on that boat saying, mate, please, come on, we'll get some free drinks out
we
of
got
this.
some free whiskey, didn't we?
And we got all that whiskey, and we were absolutely hammered by the end of it.
But then quite often people used to call me Magic Man afterwards. I'll never forget being at the taxi rank and some guy went, Magic Man, and I thought, who's this? Didn't even know who he was. And he just remembered me from somewhere that I'd done some magic at, and he opened his wallet and still had the card signed in his wallet. That was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate, I did do some magic. Probably the last time was about 6 months. Well, it was only when I was working as a bouncer one night, and a couple of girls outside the club that hand out tickets, but they're for a rival pub. I know them, and when I was talking to them, they knew that I used to do magic, so they made me bring my cards. So I did a couple of tricks for them while I was supposed to be working, but I still had my earpiece in, so if it kicked off, I would have heard. But yeah. The problem is, I've thought about getting back into it again, but I always think if you're going to do magic, you need to perform it. It'd be like you doing photography, but not taking any pictures ever. So if you're going to do magic, you have to perform it, and you have to put yourself out there to perform. And the second you do that, mate, any professional magician will tell you, you don't just learn some tricks and then sit in your ass and do them now and again. You have to commit to practice, mate. You've got to stay really good and current and smooth. You need to be practicing 10 hours a week easily. You need to be committing. You know the kind of time commitment we put into playing games.
You know,
You need to be doing that with magic all the time.
Rich,
and I just, you know what? I just can't do it.
Rich, imagine if you were like really getting into this bird and stuff, and it was really working out and stuff, and then I'd come over and I'd do this.
I'll just have to walk up.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to find that move.
I mean, it's called the runner.
Right.
Or not the runner, just runner. Oh, it's an action. That's an action.
Oh, is it an action?
Yeah. So,
give it some.
No wonder I couldn't dance properly.
Runner. And then how?
And it's
dance moves right top
right shoulder button to do it. Oh, you have to keep your finger on dance at the same time though. Like you have to keep your finger on the left trigger.
Oh yeah.
Come on then. Come on, lass. Who'd you fancy more? Who'd you fancy more, baby mate?
She's probably looking at our outfits, trying to work out who she fancies the most.
Yeah, bit of blonde, bit of black. Would you fancy? Which colour hair do you fancy?
Chip Chip,
Chip or skip?
Bit
Chip
of
or
blonde,
skip?
bit of black. Bit of blonde, bit of black.
The guy behind, he's thinking, yeah, he's got no chance. I'll be swooping in a second.
I'm gonna go over here and see if there's any
other.
other.
You started doing that before. I think I can walk.
I want to see if there's any other.
Right, what I want you to do, right, is I want you to find. What I want you to do, right, I want you to genuinely find your ideal bird. Like, what I'm talking about is the girl that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And tonight's the first night of it.
Okay. Well, let's do one lap, mate, and by the time we get back to this point, I have to have chosen someone, and then I'll show you what she looks like, and then we'll go around, and you do the same, and then you have to pick a girl that you like. Right, so follow me though, and then we'll go around, and I'm gonna have a quick look at them all.
Yeah.
Let's have a little. She's worth a look at. Right, wait a minute.
How can you tell?
Okay. Right. Okay, I've got somebody in mind already. Let me just keep walking around. Well, I'm mainly being drawn to brunettes.
Yeah, well, it's not wonder really.
But I always have a glance at the blonde as well, though, because.
I mean, you know, they can always dye that hair.
Very attractive. Well, to be honest with you, most girls are attractive for me.
In some way, one way or another. Yeah.
Right. I don't like massive fake tan types. Let's look around.
I know what you mean.
I like the overgroom. I like not a deformity. I like something unique about somebody. So they've got something slightly wrong with them.
Have you ever went to bed
mate,
with a bird?
I've selected.
Have you ever went to bed with a bird, mate, and then the next day all of the stuff starts to come off, like as in like there's like different like hair extensions and all that sort of stuff
mate,
like that, and then
terrible, isn't it?
Mate,
it's just false.
Well, don't forget what happened to me once. Is my cat choked on a bird's eyelash. I heard her gone like that, and then she coughed up like a false eyelash.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I obviously appreciate people taking care of themselves and looking their best, but I don't tend to go out with girls that are so perfect because I prefer to just go with a plain Jane type. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, obviously I could pull anybody that I want, but I just want to keep myself.
Yes. The reason I just like a plain Jane brunette.
Right, anyway, back to this thing to do with.
Yeah, so this is the one I've chosen, mate.
Oh, really?
Congratulate. Yeah, I've chosen her.
Let's have a look.
Mate, I love her.
I know, but
I was going to ask you to be the best man.
I need to approve. Hang on. Yeah. I need to prove it.
Well, you can have a dance with her and see what you think.
Right, hang on.
Actually, I've changed my mind.
Right,
I've changed my mind, mate.
I'll be honest with you, I've seen you with better.
Right, I've changed my mind, mate. I'm with her.
Then, okay.
I'm with her now.
The blondie?
No.
Mate, I wonder if these girls look different on my
they do, because she's got brown hair. She's a brunette.
Isn't that weird how we're on the same server, but yet you like...
I know what it is, mate.
So you it's like one of those things. Right munter.
No, I know what it is, mate. It's like one of those things where the game knows what I like and it knows my fears and it adapts it for me. So there's an abnormal amount of brunettes in this nightclub.
That's weird,
because
mate,
it's
because
adapting it to me.
Yeah, it's weird because there's more blondes and gingers in here for me.
Yeah. Seriously, mate, I could count. There's about looking around. There is about 3 blondes. All the other girls are brunette. How does it know? Did we have to put something when we loaded this game up for the first time?
There's another blonde.
Mate, I haven't seen any gingers. And I don't mind a ginger. Oh, there's a ginger bloke.
Don't mind a ginger.
There's always a ginger bloke in a nightclub.
Look,
though.
everybody to their own, but he's not for me.
But he, did we have to put at the beginning of this game or something if you liked blondes or brunettes?
I don't think so, mate. I don't think we did. I think that's gone into the realms of some kind of, I don't know.
Maybe this proves that we're living in a simulation, and in actual fact, the reason why everyone's different from you is because I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at my world.
Maybe we just see what we want to see.
That's what I'm trying to say, but more scientifically.
Maybe we just see what we want to see.
I know, you're a bit like this in real life as well, but you were supposed to go around looking for your ideal bird, and I turned around and you were just doing a silly dance in the middle of the dance.
Do you know what?
Right, so far, I'm winning because I've
found your ideal
hot birds. Yeah.
And the reason why I do
to
that
be very close to each other.
This being silly thing, I'm going to admit something to you. I've never admitted this to anybody before, but it's a defence mechanism, eh? It's a defence mechanism! Do
you use laughter as a defence mechanism?
Yeah, just because, do you know what it is, right? If I'm being serious, then it means that I guess that somebody could take the piss out of me. Whereas if I'm already being silly like this, and they laughed at me, then it means nothing.
Yeah.
But if I
this is why I have a golden rule in all my relationships.
What?
I never truly get close to them. Because the reason being is, if you don't get close to somebody, they can't break your heart.
You're right.
If you haven't developed a heart for them in the first place.
Yeah. I just like to just get my groove on most of the time.
To be honest with you, did I tell you what happened to me just recently? And obviously during lock time, it's similar to hammer time, but it's called lock time. During lockdown, obviously singletons, of which you and I are singletons, it's become very difficult to meet somebody because even for a one night or whatever, because you can't, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Because you're not even allowed to see your mates, never mind a bird you don't even know yet.
Yeah.
So you just got to accept the fact and live in this virtual world. Well, anyway, just before Christmas, I was with Emily. Anyone that doesn't know Emily is my daughter, and we went into town to get some last minute things or whatever. And when we come back, there was a box on my doorstep, and I thought, hey, there's been a parcel delivered to my house. I can't remember. I don't think I'm waiting for an Amazon delivery or anything. But anyway, got out the car, went over, and as I was approaching, I could see the flower symbol, like the Interflora type thing, and I went, Emily, it's flowers in a box. Somebody sent me flowers. Well, of course, immediately you're thinking to yourself, I've got an admirer. There's a neighbour or a bird, around the corner or whatever that's seen me, and the only way she can express her love for me is to send me some flowers. So I was thinking, brilliant. And I said to Emily, I've never had flowers sent to me, but somebody obviously likes me, because why would you send flowers to somebody? So anyway, she's like, I wonder who it is. So we brought the flowers inside and took them in the kitchen, opened the box, and there was a card, so eagerly picked up the card.
Like a spring with a boxing glove came out.
Yeah. So I opened them up, and it was an amazing, I've never had flowers before, it was an amazing Christmas bunch of flowers.
Really?
And and the reason I say it was Christmas because it had these like wooden pine cones in it and stuff. Picked up the card thinking it was going to say, I've admired you from afar for quite a while now, and here's my number.
Yeah.
They were from work. Said, looking for. Emily just bursts out laughing, and then I realised still nobody loves me.
Man. Mate, have you ever been given flowers off the go before? Because that's quite a strange thing, but
that's
still,
the first time I've ever been given flowers.
But it's because it's a quite kind of a strange thing, isn't it, to give to a guy? But it did happen.
Yeah, but I can tell you now. I can tell you now, if there's any girls listening to this, which there might be, there might not be, but I can tell you now, get your boyfriend some flowers, because I'm telling you now, no matter how hard they think they are or whatever, they will appreciate
Yeah.
flowers.
I mean, do you know what? And if you are going to get me some flowers, just get me a mint plant, because then I can use it for me mojitos.
Yeah, and just get me a sage bush.
for your little cookery things.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, you know what? Just get me a marijuana plant. You know, if you're going to get me flowers, you know, make sure. No,
Get
but
me a
bird.
nettle to express your love.
A bird.
I like this dance move I've got going.
We were out one night. I don't know if you were there or not. If you were, you'd probably been like, fucking hell. You know, like, if it had happened to me and not you, you'd have been, oh man, the thing I hate about Reid is, I just, you know, I'm invisible, me. But basically what happened was this girl, she was really tidy, mate. And she came up and she gave me a rose.
A boy?
Not a girl.
A rose?
She gave me a rose.
Did she buy one off the Lucky guy?
Probably, mate. And it was probably... Yeah. You know what, mate? She was probably just wanting rid of it. You know what I mean? I reckon...
Oh, because some suitor had bought her a rose and she wanted to get rid of it.
She probably wanted rid of it.
What a nice thing
but
to give it to you,
she came up to me and gave it to me. And she was, mate, honestly, absolutely
Was she
stunning.
nice?
Yeah.
Stunning.
But do you want to know? I'm friends with her now on Facebook. Because after years and years of like... you know, it's funny the things that stick in your mind, but that always did stick in my mind because it made me feel good that night, you know, because this tidy bird came up.
What did you do with the rose? Give it to someone else?
I ate it! No.
Gertrude.
Give it to another bird. No, I think I probably kept it and...
but did you put it in a book?
Yeah, no, I dried it, yeah. I pickled it. No, but yeah, so anyway, I'm friends with this girl on Facebook, sort of thing. Now, I haven't said to her, I remember when you gave me that rose, because...
Yeah.
I don't know, like, it's
an unwritten rule,
I don't even know, she could be married or anything now anyway.
Yeah.
But here's another weird thing, mate, is, do you know who's... Do you know who's... And I didn't put this connection at any point until... Because she used to work at like a restaurant, I won't say which one, sort of thing. But just in case somebody's listening or whatever, right? And then she used to work at a restaurant that I used to go to, sort of thing. Like, and the guy used to hire nothing but tidy birds, you know, like at his restaurant.
Yeah.
Right. Well.
Nice move.
Now, anyway, like I'm friends with her on Facebook now, but do you know why I'm friends with her on Facebook? Because her brother is a certain pop star that we both know.
Oh, right, yes.
Right. So all that time there was a connection there, but I didn't know. Like so, like.
Did you not know it was his brother at the time?
No.
Her brother.
No.
His brother.
No,
her brother,
not at all. So like, I'm sure he would have put a good word in for us. You did, yeah, sister.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, stop getting off with people's sisters.
Well, I've asked Ben as well. I've said like to him about his sister. Said like,
how old's his sister?
Ben's sister, old enough.
Why are you not putting a word in for me? Ben, if you're listening to this video, watching this video back,
Ben never watched it this far. If Ben was watching this video, he'd have watched about the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, but he might be a skipper. He might be like me, and I watch a bit, skip, watch a bit, skip, watch a bit, watch the end. So Ben, if you do happen to land on this bit, don't put a word in for Reid, put a word in for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
His sister's alright. Yeah, I've said to Ben, Ben, you know, like, maybe me and your sister's supposed to be together and stuff there, but...
Be like that episode of Friends with Chandler and one of Joey's sisters. You'll forget which sister you got off with.
Yeah, he hates it. He hates it when I'm saying it. He's like, oh man, honestly, you know. But and actually, she lived in London and stuff, you know, or whatever. But she's living in Carlisle at the minute. Sort of thing. And I went, hang on a second. She lives where? Carlisle, and you haven't even told me.
Yeah, why didn't I know when she lived in London? Because that's near me.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you should be telling each of us her location at every time. We should have like.
When she's in Carlisle, she can be with you, and when she's in London, she can be with me.
Oh yeah, and we'll both wear these outfits when we're going out. She'll never know the difference.
She'll just think of us as one. We're dancing a bit inappropriately.
Yeah, I know. I've got closer and closer. It's a bit like.
The thing is, the more I look at our outfits, the more I look at our outfits, the more I'm starting to think they're very similar. So much so, we're dancing so close to each other from a distance, we look like one person.
Like one person sort of thing. Yeah.
Mate, the problem with these tracksuit bottoms is if you look at them from behind, with all this dancing and sweating, there's certain dance moves that could end up becoming a problem.
Yeah.
You could end up with a bit of a, you know, the equivalent of your white. Please tell the story, man. I don't want to tell it because I don't want to embarrass you online.
Well, definitely
you've got to tell the story of the white. Because I can tell you now, mate. I can tell you now, if I did pull a bird in this club now and I was wearing these tracks, and I was wearing these tracksuit bottoms doing dance moves like the one I'm doing now. I would definitely be checking those before I left them lying on the floor. I'd definitely be having a quick check because you should have checked your white boxes. Tell the story.
You should never wear. Just don't. Hey, mate, I've got a solution behind it. Just don't ever wear white boxes. Ever.
On a night out, anyway.
I don't ever wear them at full stop. Just wear brown.
Yeah, because why would anyone wear white?
Oh, mate, I don't know. I think I thought it was Marky Mark wearing a pair of Calvin Kleins.
Or that advert where he's washing his jeans in the laundrette.
Yeah. Right, so basically,
what's that Marky Mark? So what exactly happened?
So basically what happened was, right, so I was having a great night. Richard, yeah? I'm having a brilliant night. And then, like, this girl was in, like, a club. And I mean, basically what happened was I ended up going back to her place. Actually, I know this is irrelevant, but it wasn't her place. It was her mate's place. So we had to. That's right. So we had to sleep on the couch together. That's right. I had sex with her. But then kind of what happened was, it was the next morning, and you know, like I was like facing, you know, like you know, if you were on a couch. I wasn't facing the back of the couch sort of thing. I was facing like where the floor is.
The living room is.
The living room, yeah. And then I spied the worst thing that you could ever spy in your life. And basically, it was my boxer shorts inside out with a brown stain right down them. So I'd obviously. I've been dancing hard, you know. I'd had a bit to drink. So, I must have either... I mean, look, either I've followed through or something. Whatever it was, mate, it was ridiculous. You couldn't miss it. And I just thought, oh, no. How am I going to get over there? You know, like, to like...
Turn them over.
Either turn them over or turn them the right way in. Or something.
Just burn them. Or throw them out the window.
Or do something.
The worst thing is if you see a dog come along and pick them up and walk off with them.
So, basically, yeah, but then I thought to myself, hang on a second. I wonder if she's been awake at any point and looked over there and seen them.
Oh,
and I just thought, now, I don't make this a habit. at all. Obviously, that was a one-up, you know, and but there's another story.
Oh,
It's
no.
similar. So I was out on a night out, and what happened was I had a lot to drink. It always starts off with I had a lot to drink, just as some kind of excuse. And basically, I followed through. So this, and it was in
No,
like,
you mean you're actually just a proper follow? Oh,
yeah,
no,
I knew I had met. No, what do you do in that situation? What do you do? In
What,
that
you were still in
situation?
the nightclub?
Stop, pub, more of a pub than a nightclub sort of thing. Now I had a choice. Either just keep them on. That never gonna happen, right? Or go. You could go. Or go to the toilet, dispose of them, and just go commando for the rest of the night. So I chose to go commando for the rest of the night. Well, mate,
Where did you put them? Just on the floor or something?
I hid them behind the toilet.
Oh,
Hid them behind the toilet. Yeah, mate. So anyway. So, but guess what happened? Then that night, I ended up pulling a bird, didn't I?
No, and she's like putting her hand down you.
And I ended, no, it didn't go that. I went back to her house, right? And, you know, ended up like, yeah, sleeping with her and stuff, all that sort of business, all that dirty business. But no, mate, it was the next day, and she said, Where's your boxer shorts? She said, where's your boxer shorts, mate? And you know what I
What did you say? Oh, they're behind the toilets in the pub.
With a shit stain on them. No. Do you know what I
followed
said?
through last night.
No. I said, yeah, that's weird. Where are they? And like made
Was
out
there
like made
did they
out.
have a pet dog or anything like that?
I just made out, mate, that they basically disappeared into thin air. Yeah. Because I couldn't think of any other excuse as to why they wouldn't be there.
Well, the only similar story like that I've got is the opposite to kind of like it wasn't my underwear, so like I was with this girl back at mine, and you know, did the thing you don't talk about. Went to sleep, and it's like lying there, and that you kind of wake up, don't you, in the morning, and I kind of like was dead thirsty, so I got up and like walking across the bedroom floor towards the door, and I could just see like clothes scattered on the floor, and I seen her like her underwear on the floor.
Yeah.
But it would look dead nice, you know. It was like,
yeah,
she'd obviously thought about what she was wearing. You know, they were just nice. So anyway, I got a drink and that, and yeah, she woke up. We were in the bed and that, and then said, "Oh, do you want some breakfast and stuff?" And so we eventually kind of got up, and she started like getting changed, and I happened to be stood in the same area as underwear, so I put my foot over the top of her knickers, and I thought maybe she'll give in, looking for them like you did with your follow-through pants.
Yeah,
and if she goes, "Oh, I don't know where they are," I was hoping she was going to say, "You can just keep them." So I hid them under my foot, and she was spending an abnormal amount of time, and she asked me, "Do you know where they are?" And I went, "No, I'm not sure." And then she must have seen a bit of them sticking out from the side of her foot. She went, "You stood on them?" And I went, "Amma!" "Oh yeah, Amma." As if I wouldn't have known they were under my bare foot. And yeah, and she said, "Oh, was you trying to keep them?" And I went, "No." And then she put my, and yeah. So it's a slightly different story, which I've realised has made me look like a weirdo. But
we were trying to keep them, and then she goes, "Well, what? Well, it looks like you were. No, don't be stupid." And then she goes off and then you've nicked something else, sort of thing. What have you got now? Bra.
Yeah.
Oh, do you
Are you
other
trying
foot?
to keep that? No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh mate, look, he's finished.
Oh, the DJ's finished? What's going on here?
Mate, what's going on?
Mate, you've seen that? Dude, it's a new DJ, it's a different DJ. Mate, I'm in a different place, I'm upstairs
Yeah,
now.
I am.
Oh, yeah?